Hi guys, today we'll be going through As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, and it's gonna be amazing. I was reading this book and I was making a quick summary so that you guys can benefit out of this. And as the title of today's video is concerned, it is Magical Thoughts Make Magical Circumstances. And our goal using this video, using this stream, is to literally make our mind sharper and for us to become the gardener of our mind. Alright, so this is our current situation. Alright, so let me just see what is going on here. Alright, just give me a moment. Stream on YouTube. You can find your video from past. Okay, alright, I'm just seeing where I can see this on YouTube. I'm currently streaming. I just want to know where I can see this content. Let's go to content. Alright, let me just quickly go ahead and close the window so that you can stop listening to noise outside. Alright, thank you so much. Just a moment. Alright, so as a man thinketh. Alright, let's just go for it. Let's move my channel. Alright, I am live. So as a man thinketh. Alright, so perfect. Okay. Sure. So let's just dive into this video and let me know if you are able to hear me clearly. Perfect. Alright guys, as a man thinketh, as I was telling you guys, our thoughts are magical and our thoughts create magical circumstances around us, and we as the master of our mind, we are the gardener of our mind. We will get into this and we will delve deeper into this, like how with the help of our thoughts we can change our circumstances. Let's go to the next slide. Alright, so yeah, our mind is basically a garden, okay? A garden of thoughts. Our garden can either be cultivated or neglected. It's all based on our wish, like our usage. If we are not cultivating good, useful, happy thoughts, then the thoughts are naturally polluted or naturally crafted by the surroundings. Like whatever happens in the surroundings, our thoughts get molded on the basis of our surroundings. So basically, if we don't use our mind and if we don't have great thoughts or great useful thoughts for ourselves, then our surroundings will dictate the thoughts which we have. And we should know that in our mind, the garden of our mind, useful seeds will obviously give you useful fruits, and non-useful seeds will always give you useless weed seeds and will produce more of weed seeds. So basically, whatever the surrounding is telling you to do, think, or whatever the surrounding is telling you to act, you will just go randomly blindly without any direction, it will just be not useful basically. So have useful thoughts, have useful seeds. Let's go to the next. Okay, we have a duty as human beings to tend to our garden of our mind. We have to make sure we have amazing thoughts, we have the right thoughts, and we have to weed out all the impure thought, all the negativity of our life. We have to be vigilant what thoughts we are having in our mind, and we should be careful of what we are thinking, because our thinking will definitely give fruits in some or the other way. All right, so our job as the gardener of our mind is to weed out the wrong, useless, impure thoughts and cultivate right, useful, pure thoughts. And in this process, we will find out that we are the master gardener of our mind and we are the dictator of our life. Basically, we can do whatever we want in our life. Let's go to the next slide. All right. In this process of tending to your mind garden, you will get to know that how thought forces and mind elements shape our characters, and we will get to know how our thoughts and mind elements basically build ourselves, and the way we are, our character and our thoughts will definitely have an impact on our actions, which will lead to different circumstances and destiny. So basically, circumstances and destiny is there in our hands, it's not there in anybody else's hand. So we have to just take control of our thought forces and our mind elements to shape our character, circumstance and destiny. Alright, so our outer condition of our life is always harmonious with our inner state of life. So basically, whatever we are thinking, whatever we the emotion which is going on, whatever we are acting upon is basically how the world will treat us back. Basically, what your situation, good or bad, whatever is going on outside is basically the reflection of what we are thinking, what we are feeling and what we are acting upon. Alright, circumstances are always connected with thought element within ourselves. Of course, we have discussed this. Our thought will actually basically make our character, and our thought will actually be the basis on which we act upon, and our actions and our thought will definitely make up our circumstances. Alright, let's go to the next slide. Remember, thought builds our character. Character forces the action from us. So if we have great thoughts, our character will be great and our action will be great. If we have bad thoughts, our character will be bad and our actions will be bad. Alright? In our life, there is no element of chance. There's just pure thinking process, actions and your emotions is what actually will bring out that element of circumstance. Okay? You should always be in the process of cultivating your thoughts, and you should always have a positive thoughts, have pure thoughts. You should not have any negative thoughts about anything or anyone in general. But once you get to know, once you understand this process of making your thoughts positive and it having an impact on your character and actions, and those actions creating impact on the circumstances, then you will understand this spiritual lesson that all circumstances eventually pass away and a new circumstance are created by your thoughts and actions. Alright, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, our circumstances are not in our control as long as we believe and think we are the creature of outside conditions. So basically, whenever we believe that things are not there in our control, as long as we think and believe that okay, the outside world is dictating how the world works, not me, then it is true. It is true for you as long as you believe this. You should believe that you have control over your life. You should believe that your thoughts have control over your life, and you should be on control of your thoughts so that you can literally make the actions what you require, and by making actions what you require, you are making the circumstances change the base on your actions, on your thoughts. Alright, once we realize the creative power we command on our circumstances, then we start to control this seed of our thought and rightfully become master of ourselves. So once we master what we think, what we want in our life, what we want to do in our life, our thoughts, once they are aligned in the way we want, then we are truly master of ourselves. We can dictate where we want to go, what we want to achieve, what we have to do. We can plan our things. We can do anything in our life. Always remember, the circumstances which change around us is in the exact ratio in which we have altered our mental condition. The better we think, the better we act upon, our situation will just change like that. The faster and more instantaneous or more extravagant changes you made in your mind and your actions and your thoughts, basically thoughts come first, then your circumstances will change like too much. Like it just reflects on the changes which you have done in your thoughts and in your actions. Alright, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, if a man earnestly applies himself to remedy and reflects on his thoughts, it will impact his character and it will rapidly change his circumstances even more. The faster a man applies himself through his thoughts, if he changes his thoughts and if he notices the defects in his thinking, or if he reflects on his thought and improves his thought, the more quickly he does that, the more quickly his circumstances around him will change. And always remember, the soul attracts what it secretly harbors, the thoughts. The soul always wants what it loves. So what it loves is basically whatever the thoughts which you are feeding it. Alright? So soul attracts which it secretly harbors. It might be what you love, what you fear, it doesn't care. The soul attracts whatever it harbors. If you fear something, that fear will come closer and closer to your life, into your circumstance. If you love something, if you have positive thoughts, those positive thoughts will get attracted to your soul slowly. So if you keep a positive thought, positive things are attracted towards your soul and positive things are bound to happen in your life. Alright, let's go to the next slide. Every thought which you have sown in your mind will blossom. Every thought has its own consequences. There are no such thing as thoughts having no consequences. Every thought which you believe in will have a consequence, and every thought will give equivalent circumstances and fruits around you. Whatever you think will happen, because it will reflect in your actions subconsciously or consciously. So you should always remember that your thoughts will bring equivalent circumstances and fruits. Alright, good thoughts will bear good fruits, bad thoughts will always bear bad fruits. Alright, if we pursue our innermost desire and aspirations and thoughts, by which we allow ourselves to be dominated with these positive thoughts, with these thoughts of aspiration, dreams, desires, we will arrive at the fruits and fulfillment in the outer condition of our life. It is bound to happen. So if we just make up our mind to think and dwell and be aggressively involved with what we want, we will definitely get the fruits of it. It will definitely happen, and the fulfillment is bound to happen in our life. So this is the part one of As a Man Thinketh. Whatever I have studied till now, the thoughts to circumstances. We will cover the part 2, but we'll take a quick break. We'll play some chess.